It seems like it's time for us to delve onto the battlefield once more. This time Lounge Gaming face G2.Kinguin, the European squad. But of course, they got players from all over the place there. And are a very well-oiled machine. Here we go on to Cash. First time we've seen this tonight. I was wondering if Lounge Gaming would have a chance to play it. And they will be starting off on the CT side, as this was G2.Kinguin's choice of map. Although, Cash, I would say not really a big deal which side you start on. Honestly,
No, not at all.
both teams can get rounds for sure.
It's pretty much which side you feel like you should start on. Oh, Sparrow eats that flash. I think you barely saw it, but...
Oh, Marcino probably should have done better. Doesn't get any kills from the box, and he had all 12 bullets in his magazine spent there as well. And another day, 2 or 3 kills could have came off the back of that, and we'd be looking at a very different round. As it stands, though, G2.Kinguin have got the bomb down. Oh, looking good so far. There's a smoke. It's going to be stopping the T aggression from their spawn side, and 2 huge frags come in. It's all a Makalele. He's been picked off from Innocent. And Lounge Gaming retake the site and will get the defuse. Lord has the defuse kit. And they started again with another pistol round. That's 5 of 5.
All the doubts crossed my mind. You know, that rush into the B site, 2 entries, the whiffs from Malzino. I was like, this is a bad start. Lounge Gaming are relying on pistols for some of these maps that they've won. They won all 4 pistols in the last series we watched. And now they come into this one. What a fantastic retake. Perfect smoke to smoke up B main. Mihu comes in with the fadeaway USP on the player playing at Hell, and that's it. They get on the bomb, and Innocent gets the 4K.
Madness. Hopefully that's the taste of things to come. Cash is one of my favourite maps to cast because I feel it's so explosive on both sides.
Yeah.
You never know what to expect on these kind of rounds, especially a team like Lounge. Like, even when they were playing poorly, they were always a very fun team to watch because of their aggression. Here we go, Mihu with the M4. He's feeling good right now. It's a spray down. Fair enough, no real Kevlar to play against. It was ultimately just pistol upgrades for G2.Kinguin, but still, he's on the right place at the right time. 3 kills for him, and 2-0 for Lounge. AK-47s and 4 smokes in play for G2.Kinguin.
Yeah, knowing that they got that bomb plan in the first round, I think, made them feel like they could get away with kind of throwing away that round. And now they're going into a buy. It's a little bit light, but they got 4 smokes. They got like a really nice amount of utility to complement the head armor and the AKs. Overall, their buy is solid.
Certainly is. Sparrow is up in mid, up in the face. Although he does back away into vents instead. Deliberating maybe whether he should go back in again. P90 is almost tailor-made for these kind of positions. There's no Molotov on the hands of G2.Kinguin, otherwise one may find its way into sandbags. It's not needed. Makalele with one scoops around for a second, nearly converts his third. But Jacob is there to take out Mihu. What a turnaround from G2.Kinguin. So beast. And he's still alive as well. The place. And here we go, 55 seconds. G2.Kinguin. A is clear, they know this, the bomb is going there. Lounge Gaming have 2 defuse kits. If they can maybe pick up the frag onto Makalele, that could bait them into trying to retake the site, but the fact that's not came easily will finalise this round. G2.Kinguin will get themselves on the board finally.
Very legitimate round from them. I mean, like, that trade from Vent should have came out, Makalele turned around and just destroyed him. I mean, that's the kind of kill you apologize for, because that was just so nice.
Clean kills as well, just beautiful stuff. Lord Mouse
is going to be the only threat that I think that G2 bring in this game of the 3 teams that Lounge Gaming has faced so far. It's you know, the last 2 teams were much slower paced teams that are more methodical, and G2 are a little bit faster paced and more around the pace of Lounge Gaming. And I think Lounge Gaming have a good mix right now of strong leadership and good aim, as well as understanding how to keep the tempo up. And G2, though, in terms of aim across the board, I think a lot of people would rate G2 as maybe one of the just straight up the best in the world or something. But that's hard to say. The team is a little bit more mixed now. It's not as like star playery as it once was. But I think that's a good thing. There was just way too many stars on one team at one point.
Yeah, again, it's all about balance. You can't just have 5-star players. You need to have some cement in the middle of all of that to mesh it together. And Sparrow with the headshot and the finishing blow onto Rain through the smoke. Nicely done. It's been a while since we triggered, but I think that definitely is a case there. I agree as well with what you're saying. I think G2.Kinguin are a much faster paced team, and they're the kind of team as well, and this is no disrespect to Mouse or flip side, but G2.Kinguin have that X factor in the sense of a Rain can just come in and get 2 or 3 frags, so can Makalele, and you could say that Nex and Nico can as well, but typically it's just one of them that will be on all cylinders, you know? It's not going to be 2 or 3 of their team firing together. G2.Kinguin is the kind of team that can do that. And it seems like, from what Makalele showed us just a few moments prior, they may have shown up here to destroy this as soon as possible. And Lounge Gaming, they effectively just went from one best of 2 instantly into another one. I wonder if mental fatigue is an issue for them as well coming into this.
Yeah, I wonder. I mean, they had a little break before, and this is the third match of the night. I don't know at what point is it better or worse to have played a match previous. Is it better to have played 2, or is it better to have played 1? But with that being said, they are used to playing 3 or even 4 or even 5 matches in a day, so I hope that won't be a factor.
Me too. It would be a pretty terrible way for them to bow out. There's a stack on 8. The damage is being done. There's no stack. Kinguin are holding back and just using their AKs to the advantage. They've lost 2 players though. Sparrow's still alive. Fox is down to 17. Could this get interesting? No, there's the answer. Fox shuts him down. 3-2 now for Kinguin.
3-2. It was almost a promising pistol run. I don't know why we had an A main push there. I don't think, maybe there was a flash, I'm not sure, but like Innocent running out into A main, that was a little bit risky. Like they could have assumed it was a stack. He might get peeked, but he could also have fallen back to the forklift a little bit and just played a really peaky angle instead of just like a hard one where he'd have to wait to get peeked, and maybe have helped out Sparrow there and getting a kill, but Sparrow getting 2 is huge. Now they're going to move into this round. They got an op. Sparrow has no armor, however, and it won't matter. B aggression is shut down completely. That's huge.
Massive. Dennis on top of the boost. He trying to snake his way in. Meanwhile, Jacob is doing the same for Squeaky, but the positions of Lounge Gaming should be more than good enough to hold off this push. Miu's up on top of the red container. They've got a player back at quad. Innocence chilling out in highway. He could see action pretty soon. Dennis is pushing his location. That kill could be crucial because if he dies, this opens up the site now for G2.Kinguin from the side. Sparrow needs to go in and pick him off. He does do so, but the trade back and forth. This is a round that should have been easy for Lounge Gaming. And suddenly it's a 2-on-2. The bomb is going to get planted through the smoke. And Sparrow now edging his way up onto the ladder of Catwalk. Looking for the kill. He's going to get picked off from Makalele, and suddenly it's a 1-on-2 against CSGO Lounge Gaming. Mauzinho with the M4. Doesn't get the first frag. What a clutch from G2.Kinguin. And even though Dennis eventually was killed in mid from Sparrow, that frag that opened up Highway was crucial because Mihu turned his attention to Highway instead, and that allowed the trade to come through the A main.
Yeah. Yakim actually pushed out the door and was just like waiting for him to come around and peek A main, and it caught him completely off guard. That round, like, it was 5v3. They had B control, and then they just neglecting mid, and that's how Dennis exploited that. Very, very wise play from him, and that was so important. I mean, the game could have been on even footing with the buy. So that was a 2-4 right there, and now Kinguin have a solid lead and are about to get 5 rounds.
I start to worry for Lounge Gaming a tiny bit when G2 starts to find their form. Still on this though, Mauzinho with the 5-7 shot. Has just spotted ahead of another player, but maybe didn't tweak on there that Fox was on top of the hut. I wonder if we're going to start to see Lounge Gaming pushing mid, going for the counter boost. It's what they typically do quite a lot, and they get a lot of success from it as well. Might be the play that's in mind for them. Fox with 2 of the kills at the end, 4 in total. Nicely done by him. Kinguin moved to 5-2 ahead. Here comes a really good bite from Lounge Gaming with an AWP in play for Maus. Not going to be Sparrow or Mihu this time around.
No, yeah. which I don't think is a problem at all. Mazzino, like, we seem to get 4Ks with this thing constantly. Maybe not so much on this map, but who knows how well he plays with it. And I think, let's see where he is. He's actually going to hold down B, and this will allow them to have more attention over towards mid. G2 also aren't going to go peeking B right away either, so... Oh, over the boost, and Sparrow. Oh, whoa, Innocent! What just happened? From Z, I think he killed both of them.
Yeah, from the connector, just wrecked both of them up on the boost. Sparrow thinking he just out-timed himself. He moved back into vent just as I was peeking, but didn't make any difference. However, we've seen this before from Lounge Gaming. Go 2 players up and still manage to lose the round, so I'm not counting G2.Kinguin out just yet. They've still got the open player, Makalele. He's peeking through A main. Player up on boost could be the determining factor here for Lounge Gaming. Are they going to expect Lord up here? Pretty beautiful crossfire down as well from the CTs.
I don't think G2 are aware of this boost at all.
No. Lost played that very well. Gets a kill. I feel like maybe just hide in the side there. Just hide on top of the boost and force G2.Kinguin to come looking. They eventually do anyway, and Lounge Gaming do pick them off. So all things considered, still a really solid round for Lounge Gaming.
Yeah, definitely a bit of wanting to end it early there for sure. You know, you can always play it a little bit more safe, I guess, but at the end of the day, they come away with 4 alive. That's pretty good for them. They save that up. G2 are going to have another full buy on the hands. They actually did a really great job on the eco staying all alive, so they've got bank across the board, and now G2 will move in this round. Just as much confidence as they did before. Lounge Gaming have a little bit to prove. This half is far from over, though. It's very back and forth.
Tough one to call. Of course, the start of this game in G2's favour, and, well, very nearly Mazzino gets himself a frag back, just narrowly missing out on B. Just spots the 1 player. There's actually 2 there in total in the sunroom. Molotov behind the box. A lot of CTs will hide there. Mazzino misses the shot onto Fox. That's crucial. Oh, he needs to land that. That really hurts Lounge Gaming. You can see instantly they have to react to this. 2-3 players in actual fact moving towards B. And A is completely open. They can rotate back on there because G2.Kinguin still haven't made a mind up where they want to push on to. Rain has been taken out. Here comes the Molotov. They're spraying from Fox, who seems to be on point today. Spro's in a really good position with that flash as well. Keeps them at bay. Here comes the grenade lands on top of Dennis, slows him down as well. Jacob meanwhile with 2 frags. Sparrow comes in for more to 1-on-1. This would be a pretty sick 1v3 clutch as well, but he gets caught reloading. And a Molotov on top of it, and Jacob gets the round and the up 6-3.
He didn't see the nade bounce off the wall, and he didn't see the Molotov. Or he didn't realize it was a 1v1. I don't even know how it came down to a 1v1. They had 4 players at B. And that's the thing, right? You stack a site, but if each of your players take too many risks because you're all stacked and you go down early, then you're still leaving your site player in just as much jeopardy as he was before the round started. And wow, Lounge Gaming had the right read there, and Kinguin still imposed their will on them.
Brutal. Makalele with 2 opening picks again. Lounge Gaming go behind. How are they going to react to this? Are they going to stack a site again, or are they just going to try and play standard and hope for the best? It appears the second of those options is the way forward. Spro delivers the fatal shot to Rain. But again, the CTs have to go looking here. They have to try and get information to pull this one back even. Lord just caught a glimpse of the player who was coming through onto main. That's going to be Makalele with the AWP. And playing with fire, and Lord definitely gets burnt there. Jacob that lands the last shot. Spro's now in. Trying to clutch again, but he falls. And now it's Mazzino with the FAMAS. And the AK-47 of Fox was on point, and his aim today has been so good. 13 for 6.
Yeah, his aim is on point. And it's got to be scary, you know, Fox just really lags behind in terms of stats, and if he's playing well and everyone else is also hitting shots, it's a wonder how you're ever going to get rounds. Makalele has 8 kills, and all of them have been pretty incredible ones, so, you know, players like Dennis having only 3 kills just only spells disaster for Lounge Gaming, who, you know, it seems like so far have had some good rounds, and then just have either gotten outplayed or outshot, but as long as it's a mixture of both, you're doing.
That flashbang's brutal from out. They're going to expect him there. No, the silence pistol really coming good here. First frag, not the second. Looks like that will be the only kill of this round for Lounge Gaming. Mihu with his P250. Solid play with this weapon, but against AKs and an AWP, not liking his chances. Fox comes in.
Bomb has been
Did he just see the side of Mihu? I think he did. What a shot from Mihu! How do you deal with that in a second as well? Surely no more. There we go.
He's
Dennis.
just inspecting his gun as if he didn't know anything was going on. Peeks out perfectly in his headshot.
Dennis stops the madness. That I don't even. Mihu, teach me the ways of the P250. I need to learn.
That was sick. Oh, here's a kind of a. It's not a force up. They've got the money to do it. They just decided to half armor because of the AKs that they know they're going to be going up against.
No defuse kits, no warps, 2 smokes, no molotovs, or incendiaries I guess I should say, on the CT side. Lord's in a good position, can't get too much done, too many players pushing him. Who wasn't watching him either. He's just hiding behind quad. He's going to be the key man here for the CTs. There's the first one, they run straight past him. Not a second one though. Now Sparrow comes in. With his M4, going to be walking into the crosshairs, and Makalele misses the shot. And that's all on Fox. He's come under a lot of scrutiny recently for his performance, but he's been playing well so far. 16 for 7. First frag out a potential 3, but he's been dropped to 2 health. If we can even get the bomb down from this situation, it's a win for him. And there's Sparrow through the box. 4 to 8. Lounge is still far from out of the woods just yet, though.
Yeah, pretty much. It's that was a pretty good round. I mean, Lord went down. Mihu only went 1 for 1 on the site, and they still managed to trade out really effectively. That's a good time for them. G2 have had more success overall at B and taking mid late, so that's something to keep in mind for Lounge Gaming if they want to continue to make sure they lock down the mid to late round, especially when they go down in numbers. Because I don't think that they have to worry about G2 going fast anymore, or at least fast towards it.
Grenade doesn't do as much damage as I originally thought it may do. Sparrow's in an angle you're not expecting him to really be at there. Switches to his grenade! And that costs him his life. Fortunately for him, Maldino's there as well to add some fuel to the fire, but the problem is he's been traded out. The terrorist on the site will get the bomb planted. It instantly rushes through, gets a 1-for-1 trade. Makalele's going to be face planting now. Like, Rain, what the hell, dude? I thought you had my back.
I think
Although he did also miss an AWP shot. Yeah, and obviously the flashes as well. 2 for 2. No defuse kit though. Need to get these kills quickly if they want to defuse this. Flashes come over. Molotov stops them. It's very well placed. Molly from the tees. Here comes Lloyd. He's been shut down from behind. No, he gets the kill. Took 1-for-1 trade and then trade for a second. They kind of
got the ace.
Mihu out and the ace as well, indeed. I think it baited Mihu out though when he ends up dying from that position because of the way that Lord died after picking up the first frag. Hard to communicate that in the spur of the moment.
Yeah, I don't know if it's an easiest call as Checker or if Mihu was too focused on the guy on site, assuming that Checker died. That's probably what he assumed. He probably assumed that when Lord fell out of heaven that he killed the man in Checker, but it turns out he turned around when he killed the guy on site. So that's a very, very, very unfortunate round, but huge round from Rain, obviously, who managed to just pick up every trade. Like he traded out Vince, had to basically sacrifice his teammate for every single kill, but it made it worthwhile.
Seems that G2 are not going to take this game lightly. We've seen the results that Lounge have put up today. And respecting their adversaries are putting them down in their place right now. Again, it is cash, so although the scoreline looks really bad, it's still possible for Lounge to salvage this. But it needs to start right here, right now. Bomb hasn't been planted, it's still back at T-spawn.
Still actually a 2v2. This is a really tough round to win. And wow, it's actually going to be a stack towards B. That's a next-gen read right there.
It really is. Makalele snaking his way in. Does he think that Sparrow's around this corner? He does, but he's been spotted. And that pretty much is going to give up this strat as well. So now both of Lounge Gaming can hold on. And Sparrow with the second shot is third of the round. 14 for 10. Lounge Gaming are in a position where they could take us to a 9-6 halftime scoreline. Not a great buy coming in for Kinguin either. Just Deagles, really.
Yeah.
Oh, Fox, why? Oh, I want the full Deagle buy.
He's got the 17 kills. Maybe he's on to something.
No, that's true. Tech-9's also a beast, in fairness. Sometimes the Deagle not quite as good close range. That's where Tech-9 really comes to fruition, so If he goes in first, they could definitely make this work. Unless his name happens to be Nico, then anything's possible with Deagle.
Uh-oh.
Innocent picks off. I think we can get to that weapon as well in mid. Or maybe not. Me who's watching it. There's 2 frags for him.
No fear, no fear. Some people don't want to get 1D. Me who... Not worried.
Me who sees it as an opportunity for frags. Eventually does get taken down. That's from the M4. But I think it's Innocent who was in mid. Nice shot from Sparrow again. Bomb in the hands of Dennis. He's been spotted. Miles is on the prowl. Lands the headshot, finishes him off, and we will have the 6-9 halftime scoreline. G2-Kinguin, of course, are in an advantageous position, but the fact that Lounge were looking like they could be bowing out of this one early on have managed to somewhat salvage this. If they win the pistol, they're right back in it.
Yeah, they would be right back in it. I mean, that was crucial. They won that eco round. It could have been 11-4 half. Like, who knows? I mean, they ended up coming with that second round afterwards, but it could have been because of the equipment value. Like, it's hard to say. So, the fact that they make it a 6-9 is pretty big. And yeah, I don't know. G2 had a lot of great rounds. Lounge Gaming had a lot of great rounds. G2 had, I think, hit some nicer shots though, and I think definitely credit to them for winning like the 3v5s that they did.
Well, can I make it 6-6? Lounge Gaming. For pistols. That's the dream right now.
Yeah.
Pretty crazy stat. They've won all 5 pistol rounds tonight. Not often you can say that about a team.
Well, they played... Did they win both versus Mouse?
Yep.
Whoa. Wait, wait, hold on. No, that's 4 maps.
So 4 maps and then this one. They've won all the pistols tonight.
So they won 9. Because they've already played 4 maps.
All right.
This one.
Yeah, I'm a derper. Right. Rip.
They won 4 pistols versus Mouse?
Yes.
I know that they won 4 pistols versus...
For some reason, I thought Mouse was the second best of 2 that was played, but it was the first one, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah.
I'm just having one of those days. They won the last 5 in a row.
Oh man, that's yeah. So 5 in a row and are in a good position to make it 6 right here, especially with an empty site. The decoy vanishes. Says, I'm out of here.
Kinguin. They need these kills right now. They desperately need Fox to start getting some frags. That's exactly what's happening. And he gets picked off Fishbro again, and he gets taken out from Dennis. A very close round. But goes the way of G2-Kinguin, and that's maybe the most important round of the game so far.
That is not a round that Lounge should have won. And, you know, I mean, Lounge should have lost. They got 2 kills. That's their first pistol loss. Maybe that's a sign right there. But that was G2 winning again 3v5. Fox getting that 3k. Going huge, honestly. Wait, he had 3k? He had 17 kills. Now he's 19 kills. Hello? How does that work? He had 17 kills, I'm pretty sure. I'm almost certain.
He did, yeah, at half time.
And it says, oh, he only got 2 kills on that pistol. Oh, okay. I thought he had 3, okay. Alright, okay.
It's all good. Sparrow could eat this grenade pretty hard. How much is that going to do? Ooh, knocks him down 50. And then he gets finished off from a headshot, so maybe it didn't matter anyway. But still, he was spotted and he was fragged. Pretty painful. Lounge aiming on the force here. Need to make this one work. Only me who doesn't have head armor, so that MP7 may not be too useful in this situation for Makalele. Going for the pop flash. This is a standard strat you've seen a million times before, but G2-Kinguin executed it so well. There's really nothing Lounge Gaming could do to stop that one. The flash landed in 3 players' faces. Now Zeno, the last player to fall, is going to put G2-Kinguin 11-6 ahead.
Yeah, when you think they're going to execute, or they're all setting up for smokes in a main, if you take too long, and you're going to eat a flash and get pushed. And it's always the best way to stop a rush is while you're setting up for smokes, if that's possible.
And then comes this, an eco, a save for Lounge. Because this is more like what we were expecting to see earlier on in the day as well for Lounge Gaming. To be struggling to keep their heads above water.
Yeah. Was a not so bad half, but that pistol makes it look a lot worse.
Yeah, through on the CT side as well. These subsequent rounds could get really rough for Lounge Gaming. Next rifle round is super important for Lounge. A lot of pressure on that one. Damage being done. It's down to 28. You can just see his health bar evaporating. Somehow alive, still. Terra's trying to push in, and look at Jacob's position. He's going to get caught from the side. He's going to get caught from the side, but can't make the most of it. Mihu's trying to land the 1D, doesn't connect, and that will leave Mihu. And then Lord next to fall. 12-6 now, and here comes another buy, and this is massive. This is crucial for Lounge Gaming.
Yeah, this is the round for me, like that. And this is what you're alluding to, feeling as well, that if they don't win this, it's a 13-6. And then it's a save. It's so we'll say 14-6. That's pretty much the marker where you say, okay, we're on T side. Like, it doesn't feel like we're gonna win this game. It really would take a lot to get a team to come back from that. It doesn't happen very often. But even if they win this round, they still have such a mountain to climb, and so that's why this round is just so crucially important. One of their last opportunities to be able to show that they're still in this game. Dennis is not going to do anything. Oh yeah.
Oh man.
Wow.
Lounge still going to be battling to the bitter end. That's what we saw them do on train when things were looking to edge away from them. We know that they're a resilient bunch of players, very tenacious.
Oh,
sometimes
can
not
plan
enough.
for in here if he's really
Looking for the frags instead, then realises, nah, I want to bolster the economy of my team and then put more pressure on the CT. That's a big frag from Innocent, but then he gets picked off from the cross to the A main. Mihu in 1v2 knows where at least one of these players are. In fact, he knows where both of them are due to the fact that his teammate died. That's a beautiful headshot. He needs this round. That Molotov keeps Jacob in place, and what a clutch from Mihu. 7 rounds now for Lounge Gaming, just what they were looking for.
What a huge round, and like that's actually the value of being able to kill the A anchor so quickly. Like we saw G2 do that to Lounge Gaming, and that was because people don't play A heavy because A is a very retakeable site. So if you have one person on the site, the thing is that when you play retake, you want your A player to stay alive if possible, and so they always fall back to the smoke and so on. But if they get caught by alert like Mihu just did, then everyone else is really far away, and that allowed Mihu to make the most of that round. And he went for that highway kill first because, you know, he didn't want to, in the after plant, everyone was very careful waiting for peaks, but if you're catching people rotating the setup for the after plant, then you might have a chance at making it a much more winnable round in the first place, because it was like a 3v2, and he has to make up for that man advantage somehow.
Surprises me somewhat that G2.Kinguin are having such a happy day this right now. You look at the previous stats of both of these teams as the kills are coming in thick and fast. Lounge Gaming have beat some teams that beat G2.Kinguin on this map, which isn't always the way it goes, but one last goes to Sharks. Oh, it's a 1v1.
Does he know?
Does Fox realise that Mihu is going to have to push across to that bomb? Does he think that maybe he's on the bomb right now? He's just spotted a glimpse of his shoulder peeking through, and Fox gets the clutch.
Wow,
Kills went thick and fast.
Yeah, Mihu tried to be really tricky in that situation. That was rough. If Fox didn't get that info like that couple of times, I think it would have been really, really hard to get the drop on him. But either way, he comes away with the round, and that's huge. I mean, again, there was a mountain to climb, and it started with that last round. But even still, G2 had such an economy they were able to buy, and now they're really low. But Lounge Gaming have a lot to prove. They've just if they were able to win 2 rounds in a row, 8-12, that's a much more manageable scoreline. They earned themselves a save. And they almost did that with a man disadvantage once again, but that's not a sustainable way to win a game. You have to be able to have some dominant rounds in the mix.
Oh, that's going to leave a mark. Mag 7, point blank range to Sparrow's forehead, but again, CSGO Lounge Gaming putting the bullets where they count, getting the bomb planted. Then it's just caught Marzino trying to run back and forth and Squeaky. What a one-tap that is. Onto Innocent looking for a second as well, goes for the spray. Can't get it done, gets headshotted. Lord is sneaking his way up through A main as well, so G2 Fox has to be careful here. He has got himself the first frag, and now it's all on Marzino. He's going to try and play his cards right. He's biding his time, waiting to force on in. Unbeknown to him, there's no defuse kit on Fox. He's going to charge on in. Marzino plays it absolutely perfectly, both metaphorically and literally closing the door in Fox's face. What a round for Lounge.
Well said. That was just a super nice play from him, and Yeah, I thought Dennis was going to be their bane up there on Catwalk. I thought he was going to have a shooting gallery, shooting sight, but then Malzino saved him, or saved Mihu, who served as a distraction from the site. Yeah, and they locked it up. And, you know, I thought, you know, that was going to be them out because they were on a full eco, and that was a full eco. That was like one flash, one smoke, but no body armor, anything like that, just upgraded pistols. That was pretty much as eco as it gets unless you're on 2 grand. So Lounge Gaming being able to win that round says a lot, and now G2 are actually a little bit broken here as the round previous was a 1v1.
Way at all, is it? But they do get the first frag. Flashbang doing more damage, I would say, to the teammate that on the CT rather than the terrorist. They get the trade. I was wondering what just happened there, and I realised he shot the vent out for his teammate.
Yeah.
I was thinking, hold on a second.
He almost 1D'd his teammate.
Yeah. But, what? I guess that was to stop the information being gathered that they have a Nova, but then he shoots the second vent. Anyway, he tagged him twice with the Nova. And the Terminator that is known as Lord just stands there and takes it like a man down to 32.
Yeah.
Clutches.
That was so close. That could have just been a Nova kill. And wow, this is a manageable scoreline. I always look at these scores and, you know, you just remember all the games that you played and think, oh, 9-13, you know, that is winnable. And it is going to be a save now for G2. But they did buy last round. There was a 2-round loss. So this should be... This might actually result in a double save, honestly. No one has a lot of money. Well, Fox actually has 2,900. If G2 actually don't get any kill reward, which is something that I don't think about that often, if they don't get any kill reward, they might have to double save. Whereas if they do, it might be that extra $300 for those like nades that they need.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say. That I wonder if G2.Kinguin can get a couple kills and then force themselves into a situation where maybe they can buy a bit earlier. But the starting frags, the one player that had the Kevlar and the 5.7 is dead. That's Fox. So really, their power ace in the hole is dead. Now, if someone can get the 5.7, maybe they can make that work for them. But you can see that Fox is dead out in the open. No one can really afford to go for that. Ishburo is still lurking. There's a frag there coming in for Dennis. But then he gets picked off. Jacob with the 5.7 from his fallen teammate. Going to be trying to get back onto the site now, cause some havoc.
Yeah, only a single kill there for Dennis. An extra $300, and I don't know if they'll be in the best place economically after this round. Maybe they'll be okay. I don't. 46. Actually, I might be completely wrong here. Yeah, it seems like they do have quite a bit of money. Only a couple players won't have like full nades, but yeah, they have everything but Molotovs at this point. So G2 have a full buy, but they are in a buy save situation.
I said the Terminator. I just got a message from Alex. The Terminator. We used to cast the guy on LDLC. White, I think it was, called the Terminator. Always cracked him up. Always cracked him up. I had a good laugh about that. That's what happens when you cast it for a lot of, like, more than 5 or 6 hours. You get a bit delirious.
Jagd.
Is that an Arnold impression?
Get to the chopper.
What's wrong with you?
That's so much better than mine.
But Lounge Gaming, this is another real chance, another real hope for them. And I agree, like 13-9, not a terrible scoreline overall. You can come back from that, especially when you're on the T side. Just crack that economy and you're good to go. Easy said than done though when you're against G2.Kinguin, and there's Makaleli once more. No defuse kits though. Just a HE2 flashes. Rain is going to connect the first shot of his round, but there is Lord coming in. Sparrow is stuck behind the ladder, and the barrels is such a dangerous position to be in, but Lord is going to come out swinging, and he's picked up one. It's going to get picked off on the trade. Then it's very nearly gets taken down on the first time of asking, but Sparrow is there again. The bomb is just in front of him. It's 25 seconds left on the time in a 1 versus 2, and he's been picked off from behind. G2.Kinguin moved 2 steps away from securing this first map. And indeed, their position in the LAN.
Yeah, super close. I mean, this is actually the only time that anyone's had a lead all day over Lounge Gaming to this extent. Lounge Gaming haven't had to make huge comebacks. They've just been relatively dominant throughout, and now are on the back foot for the first time. We'll see how they respond to that. That was that A-take I really liked too, but G2's A-holds are pretty strong. The only rounds that G2 have lost to Lounge Gaming on the A-holds never by getting an opening pick. It's actually by coming back from like a deficit. Or leading with a boost.
I seem privy to this information right now.
They need someone to throw that Molotov.
There's 2 incendiaries on both teams. Well, 2 mollies on the team of T's, 2 on G2.Kinguin. Good opening pick from Dennis again. Jacob's been knocked down to 1. Does die to the Molotov finally, but that's a second too late as far as Lounge are concerned. They could have had the 4-on-3 advantage. Had things gone slightly different there. Still time to play with, though.
B is by far the worst site to take, and Mihu could easily die here to Rain.
That's exactly what's going to happen. And with that kill coming in, it almost forces the hand of Lounge Gaming, and you called it right on the button there. Not a great site to take. There's too many CTs there and very good positions.
Yeah, there's Rain was up there on the roof with a Dennis in vent, and they're just fast rotates to what's already an anchor on the site, and then one player at A kind of stranded. Everyone's in a good rotate spot, and that's why mid control is so important. But if Lounge had gone to A, they would have had a much better chance to win the round. And now this is the first time Lounge Gaming had to face up against match point, and they're doing it while kind of on a save or on a force, excuse me. Finding the cloud here for the smoke.
And typically when you have these kind of economy situations, it's going to be like an A play if you have smokes. And I feel like G2.Kinguin probably realised this situation as well, all too well. 3 players up here, 2 of which are in highway, 3rd of which is on catwalk. No one's around the quad areas. Could prove to be a bit of an issue to get the crossfires down. The issue for Lounge Gaming is they haven't gone in just yet. They maybe waited a tiny bit too long, and the kills are coming in. Rain gets 3, and he's flashed as well for a lot of that. Up on the catwalk, and just holds the trigger down, picks up a 4th kill at the end, and gives G2.Kinguin their map, and that is their way through to the LAN as well, I feel. But to definitely make sure, they're going to need the next map as well, which is going to be Train.
Yeah, I think they're technically still 1-1 with Hellraisers. Like, we have to, if they don't win this map, look at either rounds, or I'm not even sure how it's decided, but at this point are on even par with Hellraisers completely, and I don't actually, not completely. It's already guaranteed that no other team is in contention anymore. So now they'll move on to Train. If they win this map, they're secured. They're actually coming to CEVO land on November 6th, and if they don't, then they might lose to a technical win to Hellraisers, but I'm not sure. Maybe they did the math. Maybe that's why MacLely tweeted already. They probably looked at it. It's an important thing to check.
Well, when you look at the stats as well on Train, at face value, doesn't look too great for G2.Kinguin. And until you look into it in a bit more depth, they've played 7 times, won 3, lost 4. Doesn't look great. But then you look at the teams they've played: Titan, Envious, Dignitas, Titan again, NIP. And every single game, barring a 16-2 victory to G2.Kinguin against Titan, has been very close. So they're playing some of the best teams in the world, and they're taking them down to like 16-13 scorelines. Doesn't bode well for Lounge Gaming. So Lounge have a lot of work to do here if they want to win another map. It's really that simple. I'm not entirely sure they can do it, but we're going to cut to a quick break, ladies and gents, while we wait for this second map to get underway. It's getting a bit late for these 2 teams, so probably take a little bit of a break. So we should be back in about 5 minutes' time. Hopefully you see us then. We'll be right back.